Now, for more on the meeting between Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un, let's bring in Daniel Ryntjes from Washington, D.C. Daniel, good to speak to you. What are your expectations for this summit? And I'll add realistic and concrete expectations.
Like you said, the goal of the United States is complete, verifiable, irreversible denuclearization. But there are no expectations of anything like that being achieved. Even the production of documents locating the sites of nuclear facilities and potentially nuclear missiles, I think, is seen as a tall order. So what we've just seen with President Trump is his effort to forge a continuation of this personal relationship that he established in Singapore. We don't know exactly what the negotiation stage is at. The Trump administration's refused to tell us exactly how the North is defining denuclearization, but we expect they are still miles apart. That being said, most experts here have been dealing with this over the decades, have said that although their expectations may be low, they think it's worth an effort to talk to this young leader, to provide him with the respect and the sort of stage in which to try to forge a path forward so that they can in some way tamp down the rhetoric and start to move forward. But the US side of this, they have things that they can offer, including, as you say, the sanctions. But in the immediate term, there's been talk about the possibility that the US and North Korea could declare an end to the war that began in 1950 and essentially ended in 1953. That could then provide a signal that the US is prepared to remove some of the US troops in South Korea and provide some level of reassurance that this is a credible effort on their side as well.
Mm-hmm. And how is this being seen from Washington, where you are?
Well, at the moment, Washington is absolutely taken up with this issue of Michael Cohen and his testimony, the fact that he's going to be giving lots of detail about what he believes is criminal wrongdoing and ethical wrongdoing on the part of the president. We're understanding that the president, after his meeting with Kim Jong-un tonight, this dinner, that he will be heading back to his hotel room and monitoring this and tweeting. And potentially this could take up some of the oxygen of these talks. That being said, I think, as I say, there is some bipartisan consensus that it's worth an effort to go to the North Koreans and see what can be achieved, but that there is also a fear that in this context, Donald Trump may be prepared to give up more in order to deflect attention from his domestic issues.